What's up, everybody? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Trey, and I will be doing a review of my Kip Turnlock Coach bag. It's a crossbody bag. So the full name of the bag, because you know that the bag names can get very dramatic, is the Kip Turnlock Crossbody. And I purchased this really, I'm gonna be honest. It was just one of them things I just randomly came across it and was like, oh my gosh, I actually like this bag. I think I'm gonna get it today. And that's exactly how it happened. A lot of my crossbody bags, one, I don't really use crossbody bags outside of, I have some like Nike pouches and I have a couple of Adidas, just a very simple canvas on the go, but I consider like festival bags type of deal. But I really wanted a more, I would say, a little grown and sexy crossbody bag, knowing that even though I have a crossbody strap, I still end up top handling it. So the big issue for me had been trying to find a slim, small crossbody bag with a top handle. And Miss Kipling, well, that's actually another bag brand, so we're just gonna call her Miss Kip. Miss Kip came through. When I was on the Coach site and I saw this one, and I had also been wanting a bag that will go well with just very neutral looks, specifically in the family of the camel, creams, off-white, that color combination. And I knew this hit all of everything I was looking for. But again, I randomly came across this bag. I had no plans. And what really brought me to it was they had a collection. Coach has dropped a whole collection with this signature print, but the combination of the signature print canvas with this brown leather. And I saw another bag from this collection, and I just was kind of looking through, trying to see what the other styles were. And I said, oh, Kip. Kip is who I've been looking for. And I got Kip that day. But as far as the bag is, just very straightforward. My favorite features are also, I love having the top handle, which I still oftentimes will carry it with the top handle because it's a pretty petite. It's not super small, but it's tiny. It's a pretty petite bag. And I just like the way that bags look when they're carried top handle, and I'll still keep my strap on it. This one, I usually, if I know I'm not going to use a strap on a bag, so like my Coach Cassie, I have a couple of other bags, my Cali, I'll knot the straps if they're super long because I know I'm never going to use the strap. But in this instance, I do see myself possibly wearing it as an actual crossbody. So I haven't knotted the straps on it. I just keep them, if I carry it top handle, it's not that long. So I just let it hang. And the good thing is, again, it's an adjustable strap, so I could honestly pull it in even more to where it doesn't have as much length on it as it does now, as just the crossbody strap staying on there. But again, I haven't really worn it as a crossbody bag yet, but I know I may wear it as a crossbody, especially maybe even if it comes to when the cooler months come around and it's not as comfortable to have your hands out carrying a bag top handle because the wind and the cold, it's gonna get in them fingers if it has to. Features wise, one of the big things that also drew me to this bag is what draws me to many a Coach bag, the turn lock. It has the turn lock closure on it. So I love the look of a turn lock, and I have a few turn lock style bags which are my favorite, specifically my Coach Cassie 19. That is my all-time favorite bag that I have from Coach. And this turn lock really, just the pairing of it on this small, tiny, look, a lot smaller bag, a crossbody style. And then I feel like the turn lock just adds a lot of character. And it's just, to me, such a classic detail to have on any Coach bag. So I love that. The hardware, obviously, I'm always going to lean toward a gold tone, a brass, whatever style of bag it is, and whatever style of like the gold tone hardware, that's what's going to get me as well. And I really also just love the color combination. This canvas is just beautiful, the signature canvas. And taking the lighter browns that are in the signature canvas, then you're pairing it with this almost like a, it's almost like a, like an almond like an almond color of a brown leather. So not a super deep brown, you know, it's a little bit more of a reddish brown leather. Beautiful. It's such a beautiful bag. And I'm not always the biggest fan of, a lot of times I like the top handle or the adjustable straps, which it also has an adjustable strap. And again, this is kind of giving you an idea of, you got some length on it, and this is pulled in. It's not at its longest, I guess I could say. So it could be a lot longer. And I usually don't like. I prefer my adjustable straps to be the more traditional. Not have like a gold or like hardware rivets or openings. But for this bag, for the size and for the overall style, I don't mind that it is a gold tone, like a loop, like a hole for the bag loop to go into, or for the clasp and everything to go into. But for some people, that may be something that they don't like. Like I said, it doesn't really bother me. And I think more than anything, it's just because I love the overall style of the bag. And I realize that if I'm top handling it, you know, that kind of stuff you're not really going to see. Now, what you got to know. This is space-wise, this is definitely one of the least spacious bags I own. Obviously by design. This is supposed to be just to take the least of your essentials. It's not to pack out, just taking all of the most important things you need. So with that in mind, when I've used it, it's been perfect for me because it's exactly what I wanted to have in a crossbody or a very slim, smaller bag that I can just tote, put the essentials in, and go. And it has you have your slip pocket in the back, which is nice to be able to, I'm thinking, like, for instance, if you go to the movies, who wants to have to unlock the turn lock every time you want to get in there? And for like a movie ticket or a receipt, sometimes you just want to, we're going about the day. Because I don't necessarily need to keep this receipt, or I'm not that pressed to be tracking exactly where it is. It don't need to go in the main. It can go on the slip pocket. So I do like the fact that it has this slip pocket in the back just to throw stuff in real quickly, non-important things that you don't mind that they may fall out. Even though I don't think they would, if you're holding it up, it's pretty secure, I would say. But you do have the slip pocket. And then inside, once you open your lovely turn lock, you have 2 card slots. So again, this is a small bag. I will say that. It's very small. And that kind of cuts the need. Oftentimes, I have slimmer wallets as well. So I'll still put it's a very slim Coach wallet. I'll put it in my bag. But I also could see situations where if I maybe just need my ID and 1 card, maybe using these card slots to put those items in there. I'm trying to see if you can see in a little bit better. So that's the one. Ooh, where are we at? Okay. So that's the 1 card slot. That's the 2nd card slot. And that's nice to have. So if you just have a couple of cards that you want to put in, and then maybe you add, say like your chapstick or lip gloss, lipstick. If you want to do, you could do a small hand sanitizer bottle or like the really tiny spray ones. But for me, oftentimes I just use the wipes. If I'm taking this bag, I'll use my hand sanitizer wipes that come in the individual packages because they fit in here very, very easily. And again, it's not taking up too much room or filling it out in a way that's going to warp the shape of the bag over time. It's not to take all of your things, which many of my bags are pretty small. So I've learned how to edit down what I need. And I think it looks great. And it's, like I said, it's enough room for the essentials if you're using it for a purpose that you just don't need all of your things. I will add that when it comes to your cell phone, make sure you check the measurements. If you want this to be able to hold your cell phone, that wasn't important to me. I knew it wasn't gonna fit. And then when I went to retrieve this bag, because I picked it up in the store, ordered it online, picked it up in store. When I went to retrieve this bag, even the woman that I was speaking to, the coach, like the associate, she let me know as well, just so you know, your phone is not going to fit in this bag. And I appreciated her saying that, just in case I was thinking it was going to. But I already knew, luckily, ahead of time, it wasn't going to fit in here, and that wasn't something important or something that I felt was a necessity for me with this specific style. But please keep that in mind. Measure your phone. So see how large it is and compare it to how much space is in the interior of this bag. Now, the older phones, like, I don't know, people, I don't know if you can still use, I'm sure you can still use a 4 or 5 or a 6, 6, 7, 8. Though that class would fit in here fine. Comfortably, actually. They would be cozy. But if you got that plus, oh, you're going to be holding that. You're going to be holding your plus in your hand. The only way it will, a corner piece fit. The only way your plus will a corner piece fit is if you have a case on it, it's not going to work at all. But if you take your case off and it is just plain phone, just phone, no case, just the phone, you can fit it in at a bit of an angle, but then you're not going to have any room really to put much more stuff at all. So that's the biggest note I would have for this bag, is know what you're getting it for, and realize that if you have a larger size phone, that you might have to make some changes, concessions, and it's most likely not going to fit in here. The strap is removable, which is always a great thing. And with that strap being removable, you could also use this as a clutch, which, look at this right by itself. Kip, man, Miss Kip ain't nothing to play with. Now, I have a lot of bags that are nothing to play with, but Kip, she stepped up and did what she needed to do as well. It is a cute bag just as a clutch on its own. And again, with it being removable, you're getting multiple styles in one bag, which I always enjoy that with any bag I purchase. Even if I don't ever carry this as a clutch, or even if I never carry it as a top handle or whatever, it's still nice to know that you have different ways to style it, and you just have a variety of ways of how you can very much make the bag your own and make it a part of your wardrobe and how you want it to look. So it can be clutched as well as top handled, as well as just go traditional, crossbody that thing, out the door you go. The leather on the inside is like an oxblood color, which is also just so pretty, so pretty. And that oxblood, that red-ish, like, purpley red, that lining is all on the inside of your bag. So again, these just lovely details and touches that if that kind of stuff matters to you, you will definitely appreciate it. If it don't matter to you, it's still nice to look at. So you can't go wrong, really. And I've carried it just a few times, and more than anything, sometimes I find myself, I have bags that I baby, I have bags that I don't. This is one because I just think it is so pretty that I don't want to stress it. I don't want to do too much with it. So I'm pretty selective about where I wear it to, just because I just love looking at it. And also with this colorway and with the size of it, I typically want to go and wear it to a specific place with a very specific look. And I realized that when I purchased this bag, that I was getting it for, as I said, a pretty specific color family, color story, shade of outfits that I wear, and I just wanted something that could very easily pair with that. But again, it is pretty, this canvas, the signature canvas, with this shade and also with this leather being the color it is, this bag really can go with a pretty good range of looks. Even if you wear it with the right black fit, I feel like it could work. Obviously, you're good if you're in the super neutrals, the browns, whites, that pocket. Also denim. So this looks really good with denim and with blues, depending on what you have paired with those pieces. So don't be deterred by the color palette or like this color way if you think, oh my gosh, I can only wear this with brown, because you can definitely wear this bag with a variety of colors outside of the brown or super neutral shade family. So I've had this bag for several months, and again, this is really one of my favorites as far as just overall look, and then how it's been performing for me so far and how well it fits into my wardrobe. And really, more than anything, I had a very specific reason why I bought this bag, and I am so glad I waited. I have been waiting and waiting, just looking for that specific style. I found it in this bag, and I'm glad I waited, because I really feel as though I'm getting the use out of it I want. And I know this is one I'm going to keep really, this is going to stay in the collection, no question. This is the Coach, the Kip crossbody bag. It has the beautiful turn lock and this gorgeous, gorgeous signature print with the leather detailing, this leather piping, and all of these nice additional elements to it that really, really make it a standout. And if you're looking for a crossbody bag, look, Miss Kip is here for you. And Kip, I've seen a black version of this one as well. I kind of was like, ooh. And then I said, nope, I don't need that. I don't need no black version. But it also comes in black if you're a fan of the style, but not a fan of the color. You can get it in a black version as well. So what do you think? What do you think about Kip? What are your thoughts? Do you have the Kip crossbody bag? Is it too small for you? Do you think it's just right? Let me know in the comment section below. Thanks again for watching this review. Be sure to subscribe if you enjoyed this video. Definitely give me a thumbs up. And I will see you next time for my next review or whatever video I'm dropping. Again, I'm Trey, and thanks for watching.